Section 3. You will hear part of a class discussion about the history and evolution of letter writing, which takes place during a communication studies class. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 24. Listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 24.
To open the discussion, I'd like to ask if any of you have ever come across old forgotten letters that belong to your parents or grandparents.
Yes, I once found a pack of my grandparents' letters in an old cupboard in the cellar of my home.
And how did you feel when you read them?
It was as if I'd been transported back to another time and place. Through their letters, I discovered what my grandparents used to eat, how they dressed, and what they thought about the events that took place in their time.
Aha! That's what we call descriptive letter writing. And it's very important because it teaches us about life and events from another era. How people used to live and what they felt. It's good to be able to write in this way because it enables us to express our thoughts and feelings clearly. However, there has been a great decline in descriptive letter writing in the last few decades. Can anyone think of why this has happened?
Of course. Why should we go to the trouble of writing and posting letters when we've got the internet? It's much easier to dash off an email or send a message on a social media site that will be received the moment we click the send button.
You're right, George. In these days of the internet, the idea of writing and sending letters does seem outdated. But the drawback of emails and instant messages is that we aren't writing as well as we used to.
What do you mean? We're far more educated than our grandparents were.
That may be true, Janet, but in the past, the skill of successfully communicating our ideas in writing was considered much more important than it is today. And while we don't write nearly as many letters as we used to, every now and again, it may be necessary for us to write a letter. For professional reasons, when looking for a job, for example. However, whether it's for professional or personal reasons, any letter requires the ability to successfully communicate ideas in writing. This is a quality lacking in our modern emails and instant messages, and an ability which many people simply don't have today, no matter how educated they are.